A Russian-led force has arrived in Kazakhstan at the request of the country's authoritarian president, amid a violent crackdown on anti-government protests. Machine gun fire reverberated through the largest city, Almaty, after days of unrest sparked by a fuel price hike. Officials have reported deaths of police and protesters. The president has blamed foreign-trained terrorists without giving evidence. In an address on state TV on Wednesday, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev appealed to the Russian-led Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO, for support in quelling the protests. The bloc includes Russia, Kazakhstan, Belarus, Tajikistan and Armenia. The overseas force being sent to Kazakhstan reportedly numbers about 2,500 soldiers. The CSTO says the troops are a peacekeeping force and will protect state and military installations. They will stay in the country for several days or weeks. The U.S. State Department has said it is closely monitoring the deployment of Russian troops. The United States and, frankly, the world will be watching for any violation of human rights, a spokesman said. We will also be watching for any actions that may lay the predicate for the seizure of Kazakh institutions. The UN, US, UK, and France have called on all sides to refrain from violence. Some 18 members of the security forces have died in Almaty, officials said, and police said they had killed dozens of people described as rioters, overnight. The unrest began on Sunday when the cost of liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, which many people in Kazakhstan use to fuel the cars, doubled, drawing protesters onto the streets. The government said on Thursday that fuel price caps will be restored for 6 months. But the announcement has failed to end the protests, which have broadened to include other political grievances. Kazakhstan is often described as authoritarian, and most elections are won by the ruling party with nearly 100% of the vote. There is no effective political opposition.